Michael.
Thanks, Ant. Hi, Igor. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Very positive result against Liverpool on Sunday. Is your target now all you can do to qualify tomorrow night, or play well and get confidence ahead of such a big game on Sunday?
I think both things. It's a game that we should play to pass. So its main goal is be focused on this game, even knowing that our first thing is stay in the league. But tomorrow is a let's say big challenge after everything happened in that game, to show that we can do good things against them, that they are not better than us. So Champions League game for the glory.
Micky, obviously a club of this size in this position has generated so much interest outside. There's some reports that some players are switched off, thinking about next season. Have you heard that, and how unfair do you think that is?
Yeah, of course I've seen things passing by. It's not something I look at a lot, to be honest, but it's just like reporters just say some things the way, just like how do you even come up with this, like players are switched off or don't care about the situation, what's happening right now. And the only thing I can say about it's not true. Like, it will be strange if a player will be in the dressing room now and saying like, oh, I'm gonna leave either way, or I don't focus about the situation because everything that's gonna happen, it doesn't affect me. And I think it's just nonsense. It's just like things they're just bringing out, and it's only like, and people just start believing it. And what I said, it's the biggest nonsense. Everybody's just focused on like what's going ahead and what's in front of us.
George.
Hi, Micky. Just going back to yourself. It's obviously been a really difficult time, for the team, but I guess yourself the last 2 weeks. I mean, how kind of determined are you, and how kind of positive do you feel, after that point at Liverpool on Sunday, to get the team out of this situation?
I wasn't there on the weekend, but I've watched the game at home, and I've seen some unbelievable mentality from the team, and I think they showed big character and showed some big mentality, and it was a massive point over there. And obviously we're in a difficult situation right now. We all know we're in a difficult situation, but what I saw from the guys at the weekend, and it's just unbelievable. The mentality is just so strong, and we just need to bring it on to tomorrow, and then after tomorrow we'll see again to the next game on Sunday.
And Igor, one to yourself. Atletico, obviously a very good team. They have lost 3-0 to Barcelona in the last month, and they have lost 3-0 to Rayo Vallecano. Does that give you and this team hope that you can do something tomorrow?
Yeah, difficult but not impossible. We need to stay in the game much as possible. One good result. The game can be long, so focus on our strength, our things we can have tomorrow. Everything to play again, still to play. So believe that we can do it. That's the important thing from the start.
Hi, Igor. Can I just ask you about a couple of players we saw in training today? So Lucas, Destiny, Christian, João, are they all going to be available to play tomorrow?
No, João, no. But Destiny and Lucas will be on the bench tomorrow. One part of the game, not too much, because they just start to train with us. But it's good to see them.
What about Christian? Sorry.
Romero?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there. You saw him in the train today, yeah?
But because of the protocols, wasn't too sure if that meant he could play. But
no,
he
can play. He can play. João, no. João is a little bit worse, so he'll be for next game, but Romero is in.
Okay, perfect. Micky, I just wanted to ask you a question. Going back to the Crystal Palace game, just wanted to know how you felt at half-time in that game. I think it might have been first red card in your career. What did you say to your teammates at half-time?
I just apologized to the team, obviously. It was a game-changing moment. It was just a momentum in the game where it's just split-second decisions you make on the pitch, and obviously it was not the best decision I made at that point. So devastated, obviously, when I needed to go in and saw the red card, and at half-time I just apologized to the guys, yeah.
First one for Igor. No Conor Gallagher out there that we couldn't see. I mean, it felt like he was back in training, then maybe travelled to Liverpool. Then what's the latest with him right now?
No, we see today what we can do, because he has, as you know, probably asthma problems. So he gets some virus who makes some not nice thing. So we're we're gonna see if he's able tomorrow to go on the bench.
So struggling to
We
breathe.
hope. Yeah, it's nothing like a danger, but still he's not able to play.
Micky, one for you. It feels like such a strange season for you because in front of goal, you're like probably one of your best goal-scoring seasons, but obviously just a tough season overall. What's it been for you like personally? The kind of difference between those two ends of the pitch almost.
Yeah, well, you say scored a lot of goals this season, but at the end, yeah, we're struggling this season a lot, and I think that's the most important for me is that we just turn this around. And if I don't even score goals anymore, we just start playing better and just get results. I think that's the most important part for me. So that's my main focus, also to turn this around with everyone involved.
Yeah.
Hi Igor, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Do you feel like Sunday was a weight lifted off your shoulders, getting a positive result and positivity from the fans towards you afterwards?
No, of course, it's important, as you said, when you make one good performance like we did, is give courage to everyone to confirm the good will to start to change the things. We start in the training, but we didn't see in the games because of circumstances happened last game. So it was a little bit frustrated because, as I said before, the players really care. They want to do. As I said, the moment we speak a lot about the moment. So when the moment is so difficult, it's not easy to start to move the things. So this is, I believe, one good moment happened in the last game. As I said before, we need to be, I like to say, honest with the things you can give in the pitch, and then the football will give you back. So this happened, and I'm happy for the players, for everyone. Now we need to continue on in that direction. Yeah.
Micky, you described earlier as, I think in your words, nonsense, some of the stories that we hear of players from the dressing room. I guess it's twofold. Are they just made up by people outside the dressing room? And what do you guys inside the dressing room feel about these stories when you read them, see them or hear them?
Yeah, what you said, sometimes we just read things by ourselves, by the players as well, and then we just like, what is this? Like, the other day when we read something about one guy that said to everyone that he's probably gonna leave and doesn't care about the situation they're in, and then someone reads this and we just like, how does this come out? Like, people just making things up, and it's just frustrating for us as well, like, because it brings so much more trouble as well, because the fans are starting to believe this and are start saying like, oh, the guys, they doesn't care anymore what's gonna happen in the club about the situation. But trust me, all the people involved on the pitch, the staff, the players, everyone, they care so much about the situation we're in right now, and we just want to turn things around, and that's the most important, that's the main focus for everyone. And then if some reports just start saying that guys don't care anymore, it's just frustrated for our guys.
Tom.
Micky, on that note, you were one of the key figures in the win in Bilbao last season. You've been player of the season here. How to elaborate on that, how frustrating is it to now hear fans who've been chanting your name, worrying that they might feel differently about you because of these stories that have come out?
Yeah, what I said, for me it's just frustrating because people start making things up, and then people start thinking about me in a different way. But that's what I think, and I can't change something about this. So for me it's just the most important that I keep playing like I do now, and I just want to stay fit and just turn things around. And obviously the last games from my side hasn't been the best, and I know that as well. And for me it's just the most important that I keep showing to everyone that I always give 100% for this club, and I will always do as long as I play here, obviously. So yeah, it's just for me the most important that we turn things around right now. And if people say things, and obviously people are gonna believe things what are not true. So there's nothing I can change about that.
Last season you showed with the Europa League what you guys can do when you really come together. How much can you use that spirit, that experience from last year going all the way in the Europa League to help you in the Premier League and with your task tomorrow?
Tomorrow is just a beautiful game. We have nothing to lose, so we wanna do something special. Obviously, we're gonna give everything to change it around, and of course we're gonna know it's gonna be difficult because we're 3 goals down. But we're gonna do everything to change things around. And what I say, tomorrow first, and then afterwards is the Premier League games coming up. And I think the guys showed some great character last weekend against Liverpool, and we can build on that.
Hi, Micky. Can you just describe, sort of set the scene for us on Sunday? You watched it at home, is that right? And just talk about the emotions, completely helpless, not able to help the team. Can you just try and give us an insight into what you were going through?
Yeah, you just watch it at home, and you just see the guys fighting every second of the game. Even if we came behind 1-0, you just see the guys keep going, created chances, and then you're just sitting there on the sofa and just hoping that the guys score a goal, because it's what they deserve. That what they've shown, the character they've shown at the game was unbelievable. And then when Richie scores this 1-1, it's just happiness at home as well, screaming towards the TV, and just happy for him and just happy for the team. And then afterwards, just happy for the guys, and I think that's what they deserve.
Thanks. And Igor, can I just ask you a quick one? It sounded like you lost Conor Gallagher quite late, and it changed your plans for the Liverpool game. Can I just ask, were you going to play a back three before you lost Conor?
No, I don't speak about the things before the game, and even now after the game, there's no reason to speak about these tactics ideas before.
Tom.
Micky, can we just ask, sort of for you personally, how it's been in the last few weeks away from the pitch? I mean, we know professional footballers deal with ups and downs, all the time, but how hard has it been for you after games and around the games?
Yeah, it's obviously difficult. When you're not in a good flow with the team, and then people start saying things about you, that's never easy. But it's also like part of life, and it's something you have to deal with. And I just try to not read a lot of things and just stay off my phone the most and spend time with my family and friends. And as long as I'm back here, I'm just trying to do everything to change things around. And I think that's the most important. But yeah, obviously it has been a tough period. Yeah.
And just on the first leg, obviously your slip for the second goal, was it something to do with the pitch or your boots, or is that just the pressure? I mean, or is it just a one-off thing that kind of happens? How do you explain it?
Yeah, I think you can't really do something about slipping. Like, yeah, it just happened. I played with the same boots I always play with, so it has nothing to do with the boots. And after the moment and after the game, you start thinking as well, like, did I do something different as what I normally do? And then you're just like, nah, it's just a bit unlucky that it just happened at this moment. You saw it with Tony as well with the first goal. And I think a lot of guys slipped as well this game, so it was not something where I was like, oh, this is something I can do about.
Thank you.
We'll finish with George, please.
Hello, sorry, if we just go back to May, Tottenham win the Europa League, you clear it off the line, you're one of the heroes. How have Tottenham got themselves in this situation where you're struggling to win at home and you're almost in a relegation battle, because that wasn't the perception of what was to come last May after you won that Europa League. So just from your perspective, what's this season been like?
Tough. Yeah, that's the only word I have for it, to be honest. If you see how we ended last season, that's obviously it's a top thing, and then how you end up now this season, that's really tough for everyone in the club, and there's no one. This is not a position anyone wants to be in, and yeah, it's just what I said. It's just a thing we need to change around everyone together. But it just has been a tough season overall. But it's not finished yet, so we have some more games to come, and we're going to see after the season ends where we end up.
And Igor, so just did you see enough on Sunday that's confident that Tottenham will stay in the Premier League? The fight and desire you had from the team in the last minute goal from.
I'm very confident.
Confident they'll stay up.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.